All right, if you haven't had your second cup of Joe, Lexi is out at Firecreek Coffee Company's newest location. And Lexi, we were asking about the coffee that we saw earlier, and everyone thought it was a tomato in there, but you said it's orange?
It's an orange, Brad. It was so delicious. They have some incredible coffees here at Firecreek, which we're going to try later. But for right now, I'm going to go talk to Mike, who is the owner, the founder, the head honcho behind Firecreek. Mike, thanks so much for having us in today.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for coming.
Okay, so this is your newest store, your newest creation here. Tell us a little bit about why you guys decided to come down here to Phoenix, because you're also up in Flagstaff.
We are. So we're up in Flagstaff, and our main thing is roasting coffee for a lot of cafes and restaurants and our cafes we have up there. And we just had a lot of demand here. And coffee is, it takes a lot of work. We need to provide service and training, and it needs to be fresh. So we wanted to move down here and have a separate roastery for the Phoenix area.
A separate roastery. I love that word. So yeah, this is one of the main things that you guys do, is you provide coffee beans for grocery stores, for restaurants, for cafes here in town. Tell us some of the places people can have your coffee.
At AJ's Fine Food and at Whole Foods.
Okay.
And if they want to go sit down, Chestnut Cafe.
I love Chestnut.
Oh, great. Yeah, Kirsten does a wonderful job there. And the Valley Coffee Company downtown, and Local Johnny's up in Cave Creek.
So you guys are really all over the valley here, which is super great. You just opened this new location. Tell us a little bit about this space.
This is a really neat space. We wanted to come in here for a long time. It's been vacant for over 10 years. It was a 1947 department store.
No way, that is so cool.
Yeah, so it kind of had not been lived in or used for a long time, so we spent 4 years redoing it. We built everything in here ourselves. And
that's incredible. It has your own personal stamp on it, so when people come in to enjoy your coffee, they get to sit down and really feel the vibes of Firecreek. And I don't know if you guys can hear, but the roaster just kind of finished behind us. Tell us a little bit about the process of roasting coffee, because I know it's a long process.
It is. There's a lot of stuff that can go wrong. So it starts out with the coffee. So we work with farmers in Central and South America.
Wow.
And we spend time down there with them with their harvesting and their milling. And then we bring it up here and we roast the coffee in our 50-year-old French roaster.
And this has a cool story. You just mentioned it's French, but tell us the backstory on the roaster itself.
Yeah, so we wanted a little bit larger roaster, but we needed one that would be nimble like a sports car. And there was just this one available. They stopped manufacturing them. We found this one in pieces up by the Canadian border.
Oh my goodness.
And we kind of put it back together.
Wow, that is incredible. And you guys, you can really smell that kind of almost like, it is a coffee smell, but it's almost like just a warm, like woody kind of a smell. Is that right?
Chocolatey and nutty.
Yes, chocolatey, nutty. Yeah, it smells delicious. And so people can also buy just the bags of coffee as well. So they can come down here, they can grab a coffee, sit down, enjoy this incredible space, and then they can grab a bag of your coffee, Firecreek coffee, right here, take it home, and make it in their own homes.
Exactly.
Very, very cool. All right, Mike, well, I know you also have those locations up in Flagstaff, but we're so excited that you're down here in Phoenix now. The whole Phoenix community can enjoy. And in a little while, we're going to try some of your pastries and some more of your coffee drinks. So I personally am looking forward to that.
Awesome.
Okay, thanks for telling us all about
bet.
Firecreek. All right, Brad, I mean, I know that I already told you a little bit about the coffee that I was drinking before, but I want to point your attention really quickly to this beautiful tree that we have over here. Brad, can you take a guess at what kind of a tree that is?
I'm going to say a weeping willow.
Close. That's a coffee tree.
Oh, wow.
I have never seen a coffee tree in real life, but they have one right here in Firecreek. So when you come in to have your coffee, you can hang out and see exactly where the beans are coming from. Isn't that cool?
I like that, and I bet it smells so delicious there. And Lexi,
it really does.
Okay, so I love the smell of it. I'm not a coffee drinker, so what I'd like you to do is send back, talk with him for a first-time coffee drinker that wants to have some flavor and taste. Send back me a bag, and I'm gonna start trying to drink coffee with you guys.
Absolutely. I'm sure Mike has a perfect recommendation for you, Brad.
I like it. So thanks, Lexi, and we'll check back in with you a little bit later on.
All right, everybody, we are still hanging out here at Firecreek Coffee Company. We're taking you behind the scenes a little bit so that you can see literally how, as they say, the sausage is made or the coffee is made. And Mike, you were telling me a little bit about how long it takes for them to pluck the berries off of the coffee tree and how few cups of coffee it makes. I mean, tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so the farmers we're working with, we have them hand-pick the cherries when they're just perfectly red,
Wow.
which they go back and forth to the trees. It takes about 2,000 cherries to make a pound of coffee.
And oh my gosh, 1 pound of coffee. So I know you were saying there's a lot of reverence for this when these people are doing this,
Yeah.
because this cup of coffee that we're having in the morning, it's a lot of hard work from a lot of people. So it's a really cool process, and then you guys bring it here, and obviously the whole process behind roasting it is even more work that you put in. So when we drink Firecreek coffee, there are hours of time and effort to make this beautiful cup of coffee here that we're enjoying.
Yeah, probably 200 people touch that coffee before you get to drink it.
Oh my goodness, this is so cool. And I love what you guys do here because you're bringing it to the local shops, to local people. And let's go check out some of the coffee that people can have when they come in here to Firecreek at your new location.
Fantastic.
Because like we were saying, tons of people touch this coffee. Tons of people put their time and effort into this. And now we're behind the scenes here, kind of where all of the pastries are made, where the coffees are made. And let's get to these gorgeous pastries, Mike. Go ahead and tell me what we have here on this tray.
We make everything from scratch here, and there we've got some great muffins and some kitchen sink cookies with a bit of everything.
Oh my gosh, yum.
Banana bread, a peach galette with a thyme glaze, peanut butter cookie, scones, and biscotti.
And biscotti, I love it. Of course, you got to have that to dunk in your coffee. And speaking of coffee, we have our coffee artist Matthew over here who's going to make some gorgeous coffee art for us. How does he get it to look so good? I mean, give us some of the secrets.
Well, he's pouring up high so it goes down into the coffee and mixes a nice brown color. Now he's pouring down low and skimming the froth across the top to make his artwork.
Oh my gosh, look at how pretty that is. I try to do this at home and it never looks like that. Matthew, you're gonna have to show me some of your secrets.
Yes, ma'am.
And since we're over here, you guys make all of your syrups from scratch, right?
We
Here
do.
in-house?
We do. We try to make everything we can from whole ingredients, and yeah.
Tell me some of these flavors that we have here. I see honey lavender, delicious.
Yeah.
What's cha-cha?
Cha-cha is our horchata syrup.
Oh, yum.
So we make a horchata latte that's really popular.
Okay, absolutely gorgeous. So you guys can come in here, grab a delicious pastry, get a gorgeous piece of art that you can then consume, made by Matthew, and then take some of these beans home and try it yourself at home. Very cool, Mike. Thank you so much for having us in today to share all about this new location down here in downtown Phoenix. And of course, you still have your 5 locations up in Flagstaff.
We do.
Absolutely. So anywhere you are really in the state, you can find a Firecreek and go grab some delicious coffee. And we have all the information there on our website for you at cw7az.com.